It was February, and my first son had just turned 1 year old. He was babbling and discovering the world, and I wanted another. So when I saw those two pink lines, I told everyone. My first son had arrived 11 weeks early, so I did know fear, but I didn't want to let the fear take over. So I waited for the routine ultrasound, expecting to hear that reassuring little tiny heartbeat. Instead, the doctor just stared at the ultrasound machine. The heartbeat is very low. Too low, she said. And in that moment, I was right back in that NICU. 5 weeks of monitors and alarms. 5 weeks of holding my breath, feeling every ounce of helplessness and guilt. I had blamed myself for why he came too early. That fear, that guilt, the questions, can I even keep a baby alive? They just all flooded back at once. And her tone, it was flat, and it was practiced, and it was like a knife. The miscarriage alone was crushing, but her delivery, she made it worse. This was a Tuesday for her. But for me, it was a lifetime filled with so much future. And it was just gone. The first steps, the first day of school. The doctor didn't tell me when it would happen, so that afternoon, I guess still in shock, I went to a baseball game in Orlando. I already had the tickets. I guess I thought at the time that this distraction might quiet the noise that was in my head. About an hour into the game, this cramp slices through me. It was sharp, it was sudden, and in that bathroom stall, everything happened all at once. It came so quickly and so forcefully, and I was just in shock. I remember I pulled my jeans back on just to contain it, and they soaked through in seconds. So I called the doctor. And I'll never forget what she said, because she said, go home and let it process itself. The next day, I just spiraled. It was like every movement was me walking through water, even from the bedroom to the bathroom. So I called my boss and I said, I'm going to need another day. And she says, I thought you said you were fine. Yeah, I had said I was fine, but that was literally minutes after it happened. My mind was clearly in a fog. I was not fine then. I was not fine now. Look, I understand that people are in work mode, especially in a newsroom where you have this exposure to trauma and tragedy, and it becomes a part of the job. But that hurt, because she was treating me like I was supposed to snap back, like my pain could just fit neatly into some news cycle. 2 months later, I'm back at work. I'm at a press conference, the ordinary. And then suddenly this pressure sends me right back to another bathroom stall in a public place. Wow. My body had retained part of the pregnancy. And now it had decided it was going to let it go. I know the doctor had told me 2 months ago to let it process itself, but what I was looking at, that was not processing for me. There are two moments that I still return to when I think about this story. It's the way that the doctor spoke to me, and of course, my boss. And for a long time, I would replay them in my head. And they mattered, but they're not the center of this story. The center of this story is forgiveness. First, I had to forgive myself. After this premature birth, I beat myself up about whether or not I could carry a child. And that haunted me. And eventually I had to put that down. I also had to forgive those who hurt me without meaning to, because I know that the doctor and my boss, they didn't intend to hurt me. Looking back, forgiveness, it doesn't undo what happened, but it does alter the weight of it. It allows you to hold that grief without being consumed. And that was a gift. And it was a gift that I really needed to give myself. And so I want to ask you, what do you find hard to forgive? Hey there, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe so that you can see my other videos.